The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll. Wow.
A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now, to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Pine City High School for tonight's Great River Conference volleyball matchup between the Braham Bombers and the Pine City Dragons. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I apologize for the laughter. Trying to get things figured out. Broadcast-wise, we're still getting the tweaks out, but since he can hear me now, we're going to take advantage of it. And Adam Hefty, I know you're out there in Rush City tonight for another Great River Conference matchup. How's it going out there, Adam? Maybe. I know you are muted there. There we go.
Okay.
All right, Adam.
It's going
there
great.
we go. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going great.
Okay.
We might get it yet. Okay. Let's go. It's going great here in Rush City. A battle between two undefeated teams in the Great River Conference. The Mora Mustangs travel here to Rush City to face the vaunted Rush City Tigers. So it'll be a fun matchup here tonight. A lot of senior leadership on this Mora Mustangs team. It is filled with 12s here on the roster. A very young Rush City team. So we'll see what kind of matchup we have tonight.
For sure, and Adam, I know you've got something coming up in your pregame here this evening. Is that right? You've got an interview, I believe.
We have an interview with head coach Joy Whitbread of the Mora Mustangs here in the here's the pitch pregame. So that'll be really interesting to listen to. She does touch on the amount of senior leadership that is on this squad and how important it is for her team.
Absolutely. Well, Adam, we'll check in during the game, I know, via text, and we'll give each other updates back and forth. But I appreciate you checking in, Adam, and have a great call.
Of course, yeah. You too have fun over there. You too have fun over there in Pine City.
Absolutely, and that again was Adam Hefty. That is part of our A&W Hometown Handoff. Our A&W Hometown Handoff brought to you, of course, by A&W. A&W is proud to present tonight's Hometown Handoff. Swing in for a frosty root beer, delicious cheeseburger, or a mushroom and Swiss. They've got those amazing cheese curds waiting just for you. A&W is rooting for all the athletes playing tonight. We appreciate Adam Hefty for tuning in with the A&W Hometown Handoff, as he is again over there in Rush City with that Great River Conference battle. Here in this Great River Conference battle, it's Pine City and Braham getting set to go at it. And I'm excited for this one. This should be a very good one. Two teams coming in kind of similar seasons up to this point, but one has played a game or two more. The other one's still looking for their first win on the season. Tell you what, we're going to get into a little bit more of that, but first, we're going to go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors here on the Here's the Pitch pregame. Here's the Pitch in North Branch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. Tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMPradio.com.
Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything: your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Guy Fieri's Flavortown is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. You know, Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavortown is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavortown at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Here at the Pine City High School for this Great River Conference matchup in the Here's the Pitch pregame. Training facilities, batting cages, and even live instruction. Get your team trained at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Game Day Gilman here getting set for this Great River Conference matchup. Again, I'm excited for this one. This should be a good one here between these two teams. As, again, I mentioned, coming in similar seasons, but not quite the same. Braham playing out of Section 4 Single A. I don't know if that's changed in the last year. I think it has. I think they were 5 Single A instead of 4, but they have moved to 4 Single A, interestingly enough. Not sure why that happened, but they are currently 2-4 on the season. Have not played a section game yet. I would be surprised if they play very many section games this year, but they are 2-4, and as we go ahead and take a look at their schedule so far, they did play in a tournament over in Royalton where they lost 3 games to Pillager, Foley, and Staples Motley, all 2-0. Then they went on to beat St. Cloud Apollo in their final game of that tournament 2-0. Excuse me, I apologize. They came out of that tournament to go on the road again to play Uppsala. They got the victory there, 3-0. And then just on Tuesday, they played against a very good Maple Lake team who is looking to get back to another nice run this season as they did last year. It didn't look good the first 2 sets for Braham. Braham was down 2-0, but then Pine City came back and took the lead. Braham came back and won the, the second or third set. There we go. I'm thinking about too many things right now. They would win the 3rd set, and then they would go on to win the 4th set as well, which pushed it to a 5th and final set, and Braham actually led, by a good chunk there in that 5th set, but just could not figure out a way to close it out. So Maple Lake would wind up getting the victory there in that one. 3-2 over Braham, but this Braham team is not going to shy away from playing some tough teams. And again, they did lose to Maple Lake twice last year, but playing a lot better, I think, against them this year. And I got to imagine if you're your coach, Giffro, you got to be encouraged by what you saw there on Tuesday night. Obviously, you want the team to be playing a little bit better to where you don't necessarily have to get into those fifth sets. But they're at a point where, hey, if they have to, I think they're feeling okay about their position. As we move over and take a look at the Pine City Dragons here so far this season, have not won a game. They played out of Section 7 AA, both in the same conference, though, that Great River. Pine City is 0-3, 0-2 in their section, and they've only won 2 sets so far. Now, they lost to Rush City. That was their first game of the season, but they played really well. Then they came back and played against Malacca last Friday. That one wasn't as good, but then they played against Proctor here on Tuesday, and that was a pretty good game. Again, I just thought Pine City just couldn't put it together all the way. I think if they can be a little bit more consistent and put together things, kind of string things together, I think this will be a team that, my goodness, you're not going to recognize this team at the end of the season because they're going to look so much different in a great way. So this team is only scratching the surface of what they can be and how good they can be, and they're going to be much better as the season rolls along. As I said before, they just keep growing with each and every game that they play, and tonight will be no different. Now, I think this might be, I don't know, I don't want to say the most favorable matchup they've had so far, but I think I'm going to go with it. I think this is the most favorable matchup so far. You look at the first 3 teams they played, all those teams last year were towards the top in their section. If not, they had at least one home playoff game. And those 3 teams are also looking to get back to the playoffs and make another deep run, if not win their conference and try and get one of the top 7-8 seeds to get a home playoff game again. So for Pine City, they played some very tough opponents in their first 3 games, but I think this one, as you look at it, these are kind of even teams. You don't have a ton of experience on both sides, but you have, those few players that are returning that do have some experience, but both teams are still growing, and I think that's what I love most about both of these teams is that they are both still growing as we see both these teams out on the court. Braham, looking at their squad here this year, they come in with 4 seniors, Michaela Carlson, Mackenzie, and Bridget Golly, and then Peyton Gagney. On the other side for Pine City, they do come in with 7 seniors, but I think, 2, 3 of them, I don't think it's 4, come in with really any kind of varsity experience. So for both these teams, they're coming into a spot where they're still continuing to grow. They're still kind of learning all the nuances that come with volleyball and their positions and where they're supposed to line up and be. And I think for both these teams, they're continuing to get confidence and grow in their confidence. And I think for Pine City, that'll be one thing that they need to do is just make sure that to keep their heads up. Remember that there is plenty game left, and this team is a team, much like a lot of teams are, very hard on themselves, and sometimes you can see that kind of bring them down a little bit. So I think if they can stay a little bit more positive and just remember that there are more sets to be played or more points to be had, they will no doubt in my mind be just fine going forward. I think this is going to be a great matchup here tonight. Of course, it's a Great River Conference game, so these games are always fun to be a part of and watch in the Great River, so I'm excited for what tonight has in store between these two teams as we are nearly set for first serve here in Pine City. Tell you what, we're going to grab another commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be that much closer to first serve here on WCMP. Back after a short word from our fine sponsors.
For Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9.
WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
And back here on WCMP, Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350, the Bombers and Dragons getting set to go at it. As we continue to take a look at both of these teams. Again, Pine City yet to win a game. Bombers looking to win their third of the year. And again, a new section for the Braham Bombers this season. For Pine City, same section, but the section just seems to be getting better and better as it goes along, and it almost seems not fair. But that's going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Be sure to get on out there, the area's premier indoor training facility. That's going to do it. We're going to get set for our national anthem and our starting lineups to be announced. Then we'll be back with our first serve here on WCMP. So, again, one more word from our fine sponsors, one more commercial break, then we'll be back for first serve here on WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
It's teacher night here. They are honoring some teachers here tonight, so we're going to take a listen in on who they honor. Looks like some of the seniors, Taylor Tollefson, along with Taylor Haney and Chloe Jarakowski are out there. Jarakowski, of course, a junior. But they are going to honor some of the teachers here tonight. It looks like maybe the entire team will get that chance to do so. Hopefully you are able to at least hear some of that. But the Pine City Dragons honoring some teachers. So it looks like they just gave a shout out to the teachers. They will not individually rep them. So we're going to get our starting lineup here. And I apologize to anyone watching if this goes awry at all. I apologize. The huddle camera in the gym not cooperating as we'd like it to. So we're going to go with the camera that we use. So Zoe Klassman going to be one of the starters, number 1. Then number 2, Olivia Keys. And number 4, Ava Kunke. And number 6, Morgan Rysdam. Number 7, Mackenzie Gawley. And number 12, Lauren Lenez. do not have a libero. So Braham will be going without a libero. So again, Zoe Klassman, Olivia Keys, Ava Kunke, Morgan Rysdam, Mackenzie Golly, and Lauren Lennes, your starters for the Braham Bombers. We get the non-starters for Pine City. And now we'll get our starters. Of course, it will be number 2 freshman, Allie Tollefson. Number 4, Taylor Tollefson. Then number 8, Taylor Haney. Then, of course, number 11, Chloe Jurakovsky. Number 13, Tegan Rosinski. And number 20, Peyton Lau. Katie Thiemann will also be a starter. Peyton Liao out there. Team's getting ready, and I am excited for first serve here. So again, if you see the camera and you're like, hey, what is going on? Or I missed something, I apologize. The huddle camera in the building not cooperating with me, so as to not have any blurring on the camera. We're going to try and go with ours. It may not be better, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. Don't forget, over on 95.5 FM, Rush City taking on Mora in Rush City. Turn into that one, our morning show host for KBK, Adam Hefty, calling that one. Game Day Gilman out here in Pine City for this Great River Conference game. Got a few, what look to be some football players from Braham in their student section over there. Got the student section for Pine City here. Funny enough, both these teams will actually be playing tomorrow night on the field under the lights of Friday night. Yes, they will be under the Friday night lights, playing for the first time since 2019. It has been a while, or was it 2017? Either way, it's been a little while since the two teams have played in football. Obviously, every year they play each other in basketball and volleyball, so no strangers there. And I'm sure some of these young ladies are friends, if not acquaintances, off the court, as the starting six for Pine City looks like this. Allie Tollefson, Chloe Jurakovsky, Tegan Rosinski, Allie Tollefson, Taylor Haney, and Peyton Liao. On the other side for the Bombers, Lauren Lennes, as I mentioned, Mackenzie Golly, Morgan Rysdam, Olivia Keys, Ava Kunke, and Zoe Klassman. The serve is over, dug up, and I think we're going to get a touch here on Braham, and the first points of the night will go to Pine City. Student section's already getting into it here. It is Taylor Haney who will serve first. She was our Pine Insurance Player of the Game Tuesday. This serve is over, dug up by the Bombers. Haney will race after it as the setter, and Rosinski will tap it across. Dug up on the back line by Klassman. They'll push it over, and what a great job. Great awareness there by Morgan Rysdam, just realizing where Pine City was not and pushed that ball right to it. Checking in now will be Bridget Golly, the Golly sisters. Now back to serve is Lauren Lennes, only a junior. And the serve is over, dug up by Peyton Liao to Haney. And Allie Tollefson with the left-handed kill attempt is dug up, hit back across the other way by the Bombers, dug up by Haney. Set by Liao, and Allie Tollefson will look again for the left-handed kill. Push back over, and that's a nice kill there by Chloe Jurakovsky. And gives the Pine City Dragons the lead right back 2-1. And I already am falling behind on my camera duty, so I apologize. Serve is over by Rosinski, dug up there in the middle by Klassman, looking for the kill, and getting the kill that time is Morgan Rysdam for the Bombers. That'll tie us back up at 2 apiece. Roberts in, out is Rosinski, and back to maybe serve, maybe not. We'll see. They're getting a word from their head coach, Giffro. They're not quite sure who's supposed to be serving. We might have a formation goof on Braham all of a sudden, and this might go right back to Pine. No, so we're all good. It looks like they were confused and just getting confirmation as to who is supposed to go where and when. Now it looks like Olivia Keys will check in for Bridget Gawley, possibly, maybe. We're back at the scores table, trying to sort everything out. And so now instead of Rysdam, it will be Olivia Keys back to serve. Still getting everything sorted with the scores table. Just wanting to make sure that everything is set and ready and good to go. We are finally good to go. And Keys gets the whistle for the serve. It is into the net. And Pine City will get the point right back. Back and forth we go here through the first 5 points. Out is Liao, in is Katie Thiemann. And back to serve is Chloe Jurkowski. Her serve is up and over. Dug up there by Klassman on this near side. It's Rysdam with that left-handed hit that is going to go long on that far sideline. And Rysdam, again, a good spot for that one. Just a little bit long. 4-2 Pine City. Jurkowski serve over once again. 2 Bombers go after it. And somehow, some way, Olivia Keys was able to get to it, but then she could not keep it in play, as that will go into the bleachers, and Pine City now takes a 3-point lead. Well, good start for Pine City, and you know, they've won 2 first sets now, but it's more or less, can they keep that going? Now on the far side, the Bombers get it, and it's blocked at the net, kept alive between Thiemann and Allie Tollefson, and it's going to get over. I think that was Allie or Katie. I don't know which one it was. I was trying to figure out who was who there for a moment, and either way, they wind up getting it over, and Braham got a hand on it, but only pushed it backwards, and it's 6-2 Pine City. Jurkowski again serve. Dug up by Keys, and again, 2 Bombers go after it. That was Lenez and Gawley who both went after it, and neither of them could get any sort of lift on that one. And now it's another point, Pine City 7-2. Another serve from Jurkowski. This one is going to sail long. And a serve error there will give the Bombers a point back, 7-3. Now back to serve will be Morgan Rysdam. She was our Pine Insurance Player of the Game also on Tuesday from Braham. That's going to be out and long from Rysdam. So back-to-back serve errors will make it 8-3. And now going back to serve is the lefty Allie Tollefson. She has been a weapon serving for Pine City. I think through 3 games, she's well over and probably close to 20 aces on the year already. Dug up on that near sideline by Rysdam for Braham. Then they get it back over. Dug up by Roberts on the back line. Haney set. She pushes it to Taylor Tollefson. Mistimed her jump, but it don't matter. She knew it, and she was already kind of getting on herself like, oh, man, I messed it up. But she still, with that skill, with those long arms, was able to get it over and down right in the middle of everybody for Braham. A point, and she's still frustrated with herself out there, but hey, can't be too upset. She got the point. This serve is over, dug up by Ava Kunke, and 2 players run into each other there near the Braham student section as they were getting the set, and unfortunately just not able to get to it. And we got a timeout here from Braham, an early timeout, so we'll take one as well. You're listening to Volleyball here on WCMP.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine.
Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
And back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Dragons lead the Bombers currently 10-3 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 3 locations, Pine City, of course, then Lindstrom and Cambridge. A brand spanking new location, though, in Cambridge. If you're traveling west on 95, you're going through Cambridge, and you get to that spot in between both Starbucks and Caribou. That's their new location. It is a pretty new building, let me tell you. But it doesn't matter the location. They have great services. Meanwhile, Allie Tollefson, the left-handed serve is over again. That's Morgan Rysdam, who will get a hand on it, but it's going to wind up being an ace for Allie Tollefson, just adding on to her total so far this year and continuing to grow it. 11-3 now, Pine City. Tollefson, another serve, and this one is dug up cleanly by Rysdam on the far side, getting it over. Klassman, and unable to get to it there was Allie Tollefson, so Zoanne Klassman will get the kill to make it 11-4. And now to serve is Mackenzie Gawley. Gawley's serve is into the net, and a point back again for Pine City. It's 12-4. Sub, Roberts out, in is Rosinski. And back to serve is Taylor Tollefson. His serve is over and dug up there nicely by Ava Kunke. Now trying to get it over, but hitting it into the net is Zoanne Klassman. And that'll be another point. Pine City now leads 13-4. Another Taylor Tollefson serve. It is over, dug up by Rysdam. Set and getting it over is Ava Kunke. Liao with the dig. Set and the kill attempt by Thiemann, but it's nicely dug up by the Bombers. Over and dug up by Rosinski. Setting it is Haney, and unfortunately she tried to catch Braham off guard and get it over on the set, but unfortunately she winds up hitting it into the net. Now checking in is Bridget Gawley for Olivia Keys. And back to serve for Braham now is Ava Kunke. Her serve is over. Taylor Tollefson will dig it up on the back line. Haney sets. Katie Thiemann just did not get the right positioning on that one and hits it into the net to make it 13-6. Ava Kunke again will serve. It is over and out. So 14-6 now after that serve error. Katie Thiemann out. In comes Chloe Jurakovsky. Back to serve is Peyton Liao. Liao's serve is over. Dug up on the back line by Rysdam. Setting it up on that far side. Then over. Rosinski with the dig. Haney sets. Rosinski will look for the kill. It's long. And a little bit of confusion there, but it will be Braham Bombers' point. I was thinking it was, but Rosinski was trying to make the argument that maybe Braham had tipped it. They talked for a second, but then decided no. Klassman will serve, and that's going to go long. So Pine City will get another point back. Neither team playing super clean so far. Both have definitely had their fair share of errors, but Pine City is taking advantage more of those. And just as I say that, we'll get a serve into the net. And again, another announcer's jinx by me, and I apologize to Taylor Haney. That is my fault. She can blame it all on me. I take credit for that one. Lauren Lennes will serve now for Braham. Lennes, a junior, and somehow that serve gets into the net, but it gets over. Great awareness there by Jurakovsky. Allie Tollefson taps it across. It's dug up by Braham on the dive, and then this hit is going to go long, and Pine City will get yet another one back, 16-8. And unfortunately, neither team has really settled into this one yet, so I don't think we've seen the best of either team. Now Rosinski will serve. It's over. Oh my goodness, and that was Jurakovsky, who just couldn't quite play it right. She wanted to hit it back over as that dig got right towards the middle of the net. She tried to go with the side hand with her left. I think she would have been better off maybe almost getting a dig on that one. But again, I'm not an expert in volleyball, so what do I know? I would not claim to try and say that I know what's best. Not at all. Meanwhile, the serve is over from the Bombers, and hitting it into a block. There were the Dragons. They got it back over. It was Jurakovsky who did get a dig, but her teammates just, I don't think, thought that she was going to get a dig on that one. This one's over. Roberts with the dig. Haney sets for Taylor Tollefson. Gets off the net and possibly off a block. Kept up by Braham. They'll get it back over. Roberts with the dig. Haney will set on the far side. Allie Tollefson gets it over. Dug up there by Kunke. And now towards the front of the net. We're going to get, I think, we're going to get a whistle on Braham. And the point will go back to Pine City, 17-10. Back to serve is Chloe Jurakovsky. Liao out, Thiemann in. Serve is over. Dug up, not cleanly by Kunke, but it does get dug up nonetheless. Yurkovsky with the dig for Pine City. Now Allie Tollefson will hit it back across. A diving dig nearly got over. It still does get over. What a hustle play there by Braham. They keep that one alive. Now Taylor Tollefson looks for the kill. Unfortunately, that one gets into the net. And Braham, wow, the hustle stats coming up there. Roberts out in is Liao. But man, what hustle there. And give credit to Mackenzie Golly keeping the play alive when it looked all but dead. A low dig there for Roberts. She had to get low for that one. Allie Tollefson. That is going to wind up being a Tollefson kill because while the Bombers did get the dig and set, they could not get it back over the net. It winds up nearly hitting the referee on the ladder. Not purposely, obviously. And now Allie Tollefson will go back to serve 18-11. The Dragons with the lead. The left-handed serve is over, dug up by Rysdam, and it's actually going to get down. A bad miscommunication there on the side of Braham allows it to be an ace for Allie Tollefson, and with that ace, it's a timeout called by Braham. While they take one, we take one as well. Back on WCMP in 30 seconds.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
And we're back on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Dragons lead the Bombers currently in the first set, 19-11. Both teams have had their fair share of positives and negatives here so far, but again, I don't think we've seen the full potential of both teams. I don't think we've seen either team at their best yet here in this one, so I think we're just getting started. Of course, it is the first set, so I guess technically we are just getting started. Either way, Allie Tollefson will serve out of the timeout. It is dug up on the back line by Keys. Set and then hit across by Ava Kunke, blocked at the net. Taylor Tollefson, she said, no one's here, I'm going to get it, but the libero, Peyton Leal, was, screaming in from the back line to try and get that one, but unfortunately just got down too quick. Allie Tollefson out in will now be Veronica Lavandusky, and back to serve for Braham is going to be Mackenzie Golly. Her serve is over. Leal with the dig. Haney sets. Taylor Tollefson will hit it back across. Almost got down, but Ava Kunke, a great sliding dig. At the net, it's blocked by Katie Thiemann, but Klassman was able just to almost kind of swing it through. Now to make it 19-13. Serve is over. Leal had to get low for that one. Haney sets. Taylor Tollefson. Oh, man. A rifle on that one, but that one is just going to go long. Taylor trying to argue that, again, a Braham player did tip it, but referees do not agree. The serve here is over. Roberts with the dig. Haney will set, and she'll just get it over. Diving dig. They keep it alive, does Braham. It's going to hit the top of the net. They get it over, but then it will wind up out of bounds, so Pine City will catch a break on that one, 20-14. In is Rosinski. Out is Roberts. And back to serve is Taylor Tollefson. Serve is over, dug up by Rysdam, and hit back across by Kunke. Thiemann will get the dig. Haney will set, and it's Rosinski looking for the kill. Not quite sure what happened on that one. It's going to wind up being a Braham point, but there was some confusion on Pine City's side. They got it back over, but almost as if to say, well, yeah, we missed it on that. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Meanwhile, Ava Kunke will serve. It's over, dug up by Liao. In out-of-bounds territory is Katie Thiemann, and Taylor Tollefson's going to wind up getting it back over. Wow, great job by her being set up in the right spot. Katie Thiemann will get it over, or get it up off the dig after that was hit into the net, and then that one's going to get down for Tegan Rosinski. Oh, man, just a wild sequence there between Pine City not realizing that the play was still alive, Braham capitalizing off of it, and then Katie Thiemann really starting that play out by being in way out of play to get that one and keep it in, and then They get the kill from Tegan Rosinski. Liao will serve. It's nearly up by the net. Back over by Haney. The Bombers keep it alive. Are you serious? Wow. Jurakovsky will dig. Now she'll look for the kill. Off the net. Dug up by Kunke. Keeping it alive. They're looking to get it across his classman. Blocked at the net. And I think it's Jurakovsky who winds up with the block for the Pine City point. Make it 22-15. Man, oh man. Now we're starting to heat up a little bit. Liao will serve for Pine City. It's just over. It's a line drive serve. Kept alive by the Bombers. Hit back across by Bridget Golly. Dug up by Rosinski. On the back line, Taylor Tollefson will swing away. And it's not a clean dig for Mackenzie Golly. And Taylor Tollefson is going to get the kill. Tollefson makes it 23-15. Liao will serve. It is long. So the point will go back to Braham to make it 23-16. And back to serve will be Zoanne Klassman. Zoanne Klassman? Zoanne? I apologize. Meanwhile, this one right in front of Liao. It's going to be an ace for Klassman. Her second of the evening. Or excuse me, her first. The first one I thought was an A. It was a K instead. Meanwhile, this one's dug up by Tollefson. Haney will set, and Rosinski will get it back over the net for Braham to try and get a kill, but it's hit back cross by Bridget Golly. Dug up by Liao. Very nice dig there, but then Lavandusky just could not catch up to it. And it's going to be a point back for Braham. Here we go. Getting into the late stages of set one. It's 23-18. Serve is over. Lavandusky got the dig and then tried to dive after the set nearly at the back wall of the gymnasium, but could not get to it in time, and now it's 23-19. Braham making a comeback now, and all of a sudden, tides are turning a little bit. Pine City needs 2 points, but Braham is keeping themselves alive. Dug up there by the Dragons, and my goodness, what a kill attempt by Jurakovsky, but kept alive by Braham. This one's over. Dug up by Tollefson to the front line. Haney will push it over. Almost got him, but Mackenzie Golly reaches back for that one. Hit back cross by Bridget Golly. Blocked at the net by Haney. And Jurakovsky pushed back over. Dug up by Lavandusky. Jurakovsky will get it across. Dug up by Mackenzie Golly. Setting it up. And that one, great awareness there by Morgan Rysdam. Knew exactly where to put that one because Pine City just simply was not there. We're going to get a timeout now by Pine City. Hopefully they're looking to stop their slide. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Back here on WCMP. The Dragons still lead this one 23-20, but man, Bombers have, made some noise, and they are not going to be backing down anytime soon. I've been so impressed with their hustle here in this last half of this first set. It has been so impressive. Pine City has only needed 2 points for the last 6 points, but man, Braham doing such a good job keeping themselves alive. Serves over, dug up by Lavandusky. Jurakovsky with the kill. Oh my goodness. She wants set number 1, and an emphatic kill there by her to make it set point Pine City. She said, all right, enough is enough. I'm ending the slide. Now Allie Tollefson will check in for Lavandusky, but Braham still not over. Don't count Braham out yet. There's no reason that they couldn't come out and make this a 24-24 score. Haney, there you go. It starts with that, a mistake by Pine City, and it's unfortunate for Haney because now you give momentum back to Braham. Now, good thing for Pine City, any mistake by Braham, your set win. But Braham, my goodness, haven't made too many mistakes here lately. Liao will get the dig. Haney and Allie Tollefson will get it across somehow. I don't know how they did that, but man, great job keeping up with it. Haney diving dig, and it's going to get down. A kill there now for Bridget Golly. And we're not done yet. 24-22. Braham still in it. Pine City needs 1 point. Braham says, nah, not so fast. As Lee Corso, the great Lee Corso, would say, not so fast, my friend. Jurakovsky looks for that set winning kill, but not going to get it. Now this time, this can be a tougher point there, but that is going to get into the net on Bridget Gawley's attempt, and that will end set number 1 with the Dragons winning 25-22. My goodness, this was a kind of a simmer to begin this set, but man, oh man, after it got started, both these teams really got after it. So that is going to do it for set number 1 here. Pine City takes it 25-22, and what we're going to do is get in to a Hones Auto Body set break. Hones Auto Body in Glass in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities plus 44 years of experience getting vehicles back out on the road. That is Hones Auto Body in Glass in Mora. We'll be back after a Hones Auto Body in Glass set break here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way. 106.5 FM, 1350 AM is your home for Packers football.
It will be Green Bay football. Crowd was roaring.
Get all the action every game.
There he goes. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He leaped into the end zone. Touchdown.
The hits, the touchdowns, the Lambeau leaps. Live Packers action every game.
There is your dagger.
Catch every game locally. 106.5 FM or 1350 AM. WCMP.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
Back here on WCMP, set 1 in the books. Pine City won that 25-22. But that is only set 1, ladies and gentlemen. And if that's any indication of how the rest of this game is going to go, we're in for a dandy here this evening. It kind of got off to a slow start. Both teams were making their fair share of mistakes. And it really looked like Pine City was starting a little bit, at least, to pull away with it. But Braham, they took a timeout. They came out of that timeout, and man, did they look good. After a Allie Tollefson ace, all of a sudden, it was it was Braham going on an absolute tear and making some noise. And they got back, as we can see, within 3 points. But Pine City was able to get that final point after a hit into the net by Braham. They couldn't quite get that one back over the net. Was the foe there that time. As we say so many times that the net can be friend or foe, and it was foe that time. But, man, if that's any indication, I'm excited for how this one's going to play out. Lauren Lenez will serve now for Braham. And the serve is over. Dug up by Jurakovsky. Haney sets, and that's Jurakovsky. Rosinski got the dig. Now back over. Braham will get it. Keys hits it across. Rosinski there for the dig. Haney sets. Allie Tollefson will come back with a kill attempt, but it's blocked at the net. And that block is Morgan Rysdam. Big time block there from Morgan Rysdam. It's the Bombers on the board first. Lenez will serve. It's over. Rosinski digs. Haney sets. Jurakovsky lifts it over. Dug up somehow by Braham. They did a good job there keeping up with the Keys. Will get it over and through a block, then pushed over by Haney. Braham has the dig. Morgan Rysdam says, hey, I want it, but she's a little bit too antsy with that one and hits it long. You could hear her up here, hey, mine, calling it off, and she squared it up. Now, Pine City's just lucky that didn't come down in the court of play, but unfortunately for her, that was just a little bit long. Rosinski will now serve. It is up and it is over. Dug up on the back line there by Klassman. It into a block. No, it looks like it may have been the fourth hit. So it hits the net there for Braham. They did not hit it into a block. It did hit the net instead of the block, so it didn't get over. And it's Pine City's point, 2-1. Tegan Rosinski serve over. Dug up by Keys. Keys will try and get this one back over. She does. Leal with the dig. Set by Jurakovsky and then hit over by Haney. Dug up by the Bombers on the far side. Keys looks for the kill. Taylor Tollefson right there, though. Liao will get this one back over the net, blocked. And nice sliding dig by Tollefson. Back over on the hit from Haney. Braham getting it set up, and it is dug up on the hit from Mackenzie Gawley by Rosinski on the back line. Bombers will get it pushed up again, and this time Morgan Rysdam just comes back with a little light tap across. She says, okay, maybe I don't need full power on this one. But she has been doing great here tonight, but just takes a little bit of power off of that one. Olivia Keys will be back to serve, and that one's into the net. 3-2. And serving now for Pine City will be Chloe Jurakovsky. And her serve is going to go long. Smart play there by Olivia Keys on that back line. She was going to go after and be aggressive, but she lays off that time, realizing, hey, it's going to go long. Jurakovsky out, Liao back in. And back to serve for Braham is Rysdam. Dug up by Roberts. Haney, Taylor Tollefson looks for the kill. That's off of a tip, and it's going to go off another one on the back line. Taylor Tollefson coming back with one kill for her to make it 4-3. Pine City back with the lead. Kind of how the first set started. Back and forth we went until Pine City was able to capitalize on mistakes, and then they took the lead and never looked back, but it doesn't mean it didn't get close, because it certainly did. Now Allie Tollefson to serve for Pine City, and again, she is a weapon back there, but that one's going to go into the net, and we'll be tied back at 4. And early on here in this second set, it's mistakes by both squads, and unfortunately kind of shoot themselves in the foot, but let's see who can't come out of the mistakes first, or at least capitalize. This one through a block. Liao will dig, and Thiemann looking around, making sure no one's there, and she does get it back over the net. Now Braham will dig, and Ava Kunke looks for the kill. Roberts, though, on the back line there for the dig. Set, and now hit back across by Thiemann. Dug up back line by Rysdam. Klassman there, but it's dug up by Liao. Haney, and that one's over the net. Back and forth they touch, and it's going to wind up getting down on the Bombers' side. That's Taylor Tollefson, who will come away with the point, or the kill there, for the point, I guess. And back and forth we go again, 5-4. Rosinski in, Roberts out. Back to service, Taylor Tollefson. Tollefson's serve is over. Dug up by Rysdam. That's going to get back across Katie Thiemann. It's dug up by Braham. They get it over, and now Rosinski will look for the kill, and that's going to go long. I think Braham may have thought that Thiemann hit the net on her swing through, but not the case, and Braham winds up with the point anyways. Back to serve will be Ava Kunke for the Bombers. Set number 2, tied at 5. This is over, dug up by Allie Tollefson. Haney sets, Katie Thiemann. An awkward hit there, but winds up getting it across. Hey, doesn't matter if it's awkward as long as it works. Oh, and the two Tollefson sisters, a little bit of miscommunication there between the two. And for the first time here tonight, the Bombers have the lead. Well, other than the first point, but Haney will tap it across for the Dragons after the serve. Now looking for the kill that time was Bridget Gawley, but it's dug up by Taylor Tollefson on the back line. Katie Thiemann through the block. It's dug up by the Bombers. Liao gets the dig as it was hit back over, and Braham is going to come up with another point there. Now their largest lead of the night, 2 points, 7-5. But I laugh, but that doesn't, 2 point, oh, well. Ava Kunke serves low. I was about to say those 2 points can mean the difference in swinging momentum in your favor and completely taking over or not. First time here tonight, Michaela Carlson, a senior for Braham, will check in. Back to serve for Pine City is the libero, Peyton Liao. And her serve is over. It is down, an ace for Peyton Liao. Braham does not agree. They're going to say it was touched by a member of Braham. I didn't quite see that, but hey, it doesn't matter what I see because the refs have the final call. So Liao with an ace, and that ties us at 7 apiece. Liao will serve again. Dug up on the back line by Rysdam. And tapped across. Liao there for the dig. Haney sets on the far side. Allie Tollefson, the left-handed kill attempt, but diving dig by Rysdam. Hit back across by Klassman. Blocked at the net, kept alive. And Thiemann, that's Jurakovsky, who's going to wind up getting the kill for Pine City, 8-7. We were stuck in limbo there for a minute, and Jurakovsky says, all right, limbo over. Nope. We're going to, oh, nope. Change it. So I think what may have happened is we got a discussion, and there may have been a call where I think Pine City may have hit the net. That one's going to definitely hit the net and get down for a Braham point. I'm not quite sure, though. That's, again, I'm trying to change things and write stats down, so I didn't quite see it. Well, I apologize. Didn't quite see the call. Meanwhile, the serve is over, dug up by Liao. Haney will race after it, and she'll set it up for Tollefson. Right down Broadway, dug up by Klassman. Morgan Rysdam will tap it over. Haney out of position, but nicely dug up by her, then hit back across by Liao, and Liao is going to get the kill. Great job by Liao and Morgan Rysdam. I mean, that was a great hit by her, but just a great job by Haney, too, to get the dig. And now back to serve will be Taylor Haney, 9-8. Haney's serve is over and dug up on the back line by Klassman. Rysdam looks for the kill. Off a block, though. It's kept alive. Rosinski digs. And Allie Tollefson looks to come back with one. Dug up back across the net. Jurakovsky gets it. Haney sets. Jurakovsky looks for the kill. Off the net and in! And Jurakovsky gets the kill for the Dragons to tie it up at 9. That was a no-doubter there. 9-all. You'd think we're in the late stages of set 5. No, this is set 2, ladies and gentlemen, set 2. Haney's serve is over, and, well, it was dug up by Klassman, but it's going to push it into the bleachers. An ace there by Taylor Haney. Gives the Dragons the lead back, 10-9. Haney's serve is over. Dug up by Klassman, and they'll get it to Rysdam. Rysdam! Oh, a miss hit there from Morgan Rysdam. But she smiles about it. Good to see that, she's able to laugh it off. But, yeah, I mean, she is coming in hot on that one, but just hit it. And this young lady plays multiple different sports, 3 sports, in fact. She plays this one, basketball and softball. And then a dig there from Michaela Carlson on the serve. Winds up going backwards. It's another ace for Taylor Haney. That was a tough one there for Carlson because it looked like it was kind of taking a nosedive, so it was like, okay, I'm forced to go get this one, but then it went and would have been long, I think, in my opinion. But I like the aggressiveness instead of just sitting and wondering who's, if it's going to be someone's. Meanwhile, it's now the scoreboard changed. It's now 12-10. I had it 11-9 before that point, but they had it as 12. So we go with the scoreboard in the gym always because they're right. Meanwhile, this serve is over by Braham. Dug up by Pine City, pushed over by Rosinski. Dug up there by Klassman on the run. Looking for the kill was Golly, but it's dug up by Pine City. And they get it back across on the diving dig from Liao, but the hit across from Rosinski is going to go long. And Braham gets one back, 12-11. This has been a fun one so far, and I assume it's just going to continue to grow more fun. Lennes will serve, take something off that one, and unfortunately, maybe too much off, as that one is going to go out of bounds on that far sideline. 13-11 now, Pine City. Tegan Rosinski gets the ball, and she'll go back to serve. And the serve is over. Dug up there by Klassman. Setting it up for Mackenzie Golly, and that hit is a little too long. And that is going to go long, 14-11. Rosinski will serve. Ooh, just over the net and dug up by Klassman again. Morgan Rysdam, double-handed push across, and it works because, again, that time she didn't need to be so powerful as she did accurate, and, man, was she accurate with that two-hand push on that one. That was a great job there by Morgan Rysdam. Just realized, hey, I don't need everything on this one. I just need to be more accurate than anything. Now to serve, Bridget Golly. And that one's going to go far on this near side out of bounds to make it 15-12. Thiemann will check in for Peyton Liao. And Bridget Golly out in is Olivia Keys for Braham. Back to serve is Chloe Jurakovsky for Pine City. Her serve is over. Dug up by Klassman. Set it up for Ava Kunke. She gets it over. Haney digs. Set by Thiemann. Taylor Tollefson will tap it across, and it gets down. Another kill there for Taylor Tollefson, and she's starting to heat up here. That now her 5th kill, according to me. That's probably not accurate according to the official stats, but in the stats that I'm keeping, her 5th kill of the evening, and a lot of them have come here in the second set. Jerkovsky's serve is over. Klassman, the dig, and they wanted to set up for Rysdam. She had to adjust there and does get it over. Nice job now by Haney pushing it back across. Braham trying to set it up. It's Golly who will get it over. Roberts in the back line gets the dig. Haney will set, and Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill. Through a block, it's dug up by Klassman, and now Rysdam again. This one a little bit too hard. That time she's a little bit more frustrated, as it is 17-12 now. At times some visible frustration there from Morgan Rysdam. She's got, a big swing, but couldn't reel in the accuracy that time. Jerkovsky's serve gets into Klassman a little bit, but they still keep it alive. Ava Kunke unable to get that one over on the 3rd hit. It's going to be 4 hits to make it 18-12, and we'll see a timeout here by Braham. 18-12, Pine City leads here in the second set. We'll be back after a 30-second commercial break here on WCMP.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you'll embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP, Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, you just heard their commercial, shows the Dragons leading 18-12 over the Braham Bombers here in set number 2. They also lead 1-0. Meanwhile, Rush City beat Mora in that first set, 25-17. That's going to be a great game over there as well. So 18-12, Pine City getting ready to serve. And a lot of times the timeout isn't so much for your team, but to get the other team out of the rhythm they're in. We'll see if it works. Jerkovsky's serve is over. A little bit of miscommunication, but Keys gets the dig, and Keys, oh my goodness, gets it over the net. Hits the net and gets over. Taylor Tollefson. I think the whole set there for Pine was just a little bit funky. I don't know. It just felt kind of off. Is now back to serve for the Dragons. It's going to be Morgan Rysdam. It's over. Roberts will get the dig. Set by Haney. Allie Tollefson gets it over. Dug up by Keys and set here and pushed over. Roberts the diving dig, but it's not going to be there. And the kill is going to go for Mackenzie Golly, just pushing that one into the perfect spot for that one. So, again, Braham not out of it. Rysdam serve over. Dug up by Liao, and now Haney and Allie Tollefson off the net. And, oh, man, maybe a big mistake there from Olivia Keys. She went to be aggressive on that one and got the swing, but unfortunately that one, 1, looked like it was well out of bounds. 2, it unfortunately pushed it the other way, and no one was there for her team, unfortunately. So we'll see if that does or does not hurt them. I highly doubt it will, because Braham has just been so solid here tonight at not being out of it. And meanwhile, we'll get a rare mistake there from Allie Tollefson on a serve. This one goes into the net. Mackenzie Golly will serve. I'm surprised I haven't done that more tonight. Mackenzie Golly will serve. It is over. Roberts with the dig. Liao sets. And Tollefson will get it back across. Keys there for the dig. They'll set it up. Ava Kunke will get it back across. Lavandusky, dig. Haney sets. Thiemann, kill attempt. Pushed back by Keys. Kept alive. Rysdam gets it over. Thiemann, dig. Haney pushes it across. Dug up nicely there by Lenez. Kunke over. Lavandusky pushes it back, but Liao is right there for the set, and Haney will lightly tap it across. Diving dig by Klassman keeps it alive. Ava Kunke will look for the push. Lavandusky there for the dig. Haney sets. Thiemann long. What a volley. 19-16. That was fun. And again, Braham knows this is not even close to over, as Golly is back to serve again. Mackenzie, that is. This one over. Liao with the dig. Haney will tap it across. Oh, nice job by Braham to get there in time. And Klassman will tap it. Haney was there, but just couldn't get underneath it enough. 19-17. Braham is coming back. Mackenzie Golly. Another serve. That one's long, and not by much. Let's put it that way. 20-17, so they stop the run. Rosinski in for Roberts, and Taylor Tollefson back to serve. So that stops the Braham run, but what a run that was. 5 straight points. Serve over by Tollefson, dug up by Rysdam on the far side. Keys will push it over. Dug up by Tollefson on the back line. Haney and set for Rosinski off a block. It's dug up on the back line by Rysdam. Klassman will look for the kill off a block again. Liao there for the dig. Haney, and it's Tollefson. That one over. Oh, and man, that was so close. It looked like Lennius was going to get a hand on it. Rosinski was there. At the last second, she did all she could just to get a hand on it, but unfortunately, that not enough. And her teammate could do nothing but look on. And it's not that she didn't try. It's just that she was so stunned that her teammate even got to it and got a hand on it. Ava Kunke to serve. Oh, man, into the net. Well, not over. 21-18. A little bit more in favor now of Pine City, but it's still not over. Liao will serve. It is long. Oh, man. Great awareness there by Morgan Rysdam to look at that one. As she was going after it until about the last 10 milliseconds, she pulled back just in time to let that one go long. Now Klassman will serve. It's over. Lavandusky gets the dig. Haney sets, and Jurkowski gets it back over on the hit. Kunke will dig, setting it up for Rysdam. I think that one might have been blocked at the net because that took a severe turn to Lavandusky, and she just simply wasn't ready. So I think that one got through a block. Klassman to serve, and it's going to get into the net. So Pine City holds on to this lead, 22-20. It's, like I said, it's going to be another fun one. Allie Tollefson will check back in for Lavandusky. Back to serve is Taylor Haney. Her serve is over. Dug up by Bridget Golly this time, and is it? It is. It's down in Pine City's territory, and it's going to be a point. I wasn't quite sure who got that one. I was kind of in my own way with the camera, so I couldn't quite see, but man, what a play. Lauren Lennes will serve, 22-21. Taylor Tollefson to Haney, and Jurkowski just does the smart thing and launches it over through a block, and it's down. I think there the play for Pine City should have been more of just smacking it back on that one. They a little soft on their block attempt, and we're all tied at 22. Serve is over from Lennes. Dug up by Liao, and on the far side, Rosinski looking for the kill. What a smart play by Tegan Rosinski. Nobody home for Braham on that back far corner. She called 8-ball corner pocket that time. And what a great, smart, aware play. We've had some great plays tonight by both of these sides of just placing these balls right where they need to go. A line drive serve from Rosinski. It's dug up, and Mackenzie Golly will look just to tap it across. Haney keeps on. Oh, my goodness, and then the tap from Rosinski, and it's pushed up by Klassman, but it's going to be a kill for Taylor Tollefson. That shouldn't have worked, but it did. Set point again for Pine City, 24-22. My goodness. And Coach Tollefson coming out to her players saying, settle it down. It was great. Focus on getting this point. Serve is over. A low dig there for Klassman. They keep it alive. Rysdam has to just push it across. We're going to get a double hit, I think, on Rysdam. Yep. Double hit on Rysdam, and the Dragons win set 2 by the same score of set 1, 25-22. What a set this one was. Again, another comeback by Braham, but falls just, and I mean just short. Wow. You better stay tuned for the third set, ladies and gentlemen, because that might not be the last set if this continues this way. This has been a fantastic game. I can't wait for this third and what shouldn't be final set. Back here after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
And we're back on WCMP Anthem Country 106.5 FM AM 1350. We have been treated to a phenomenal game so far, and I don't doubt, there's no doubt in my mind that this third set is going to be just as entertaining. This has been a phenomenal game. Use any adjective you want to describe it. It has been so much fun. And that Hones Auto Body halftime break, of course, brought to you by Hones Auto Body in Glass and Mora. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows Pine City leading 2-0, but Braham is no stranger to making comebacks. On Tuesday, they did just that against Maple Lake. They lost the first 2 sets, won the next 2, and went into a 5th and final where they unfortunately lost to Maple Lake 3-2. But I wouldn't be surprised if Braham is able to not only keep it close here, if not hold a lead and win this one, but we've not seen Pine City yet with a 2-0 set lead over anybody. We've seen them win the first set. The first set has been it, though, as we see this serve over from Braham, or from Pine City, excuse me. It's hit into the net by Braham, and Pine City gets the first point of the third set. Haney's serve. Oh, it's in! It is in on that near sideline. And I do not envy the refs there having to try and make that call. That is too close for comfort for me. I'd be like, somebody else make the call, please. But that is a beautiful spot for that one from Haney. And it's an ace for Taylor Haney. Serve is over this time, dug up by Ava Kunke. And Morgan Rysam will look to get it across. But this one is going to go long. Oh, man. That one went long, and that makes it 3-0. That was, I thought it was the play to make for Rysdam, but unfortunately that palm of her hand, I think, would be the, what is it called? I know that you have ball of your feet, but I don't know if there's a ball of your hand. Either way, that lower, firmer part of your palm, your hand rather, that's what she hit it with, a little too strong. Meanwhile, now back to serve is Lauren Lennes, dug up by Liao, Haney, and Allie Tollefson will look for the kill. Oh, man! Ava Kunke had to switch her dig right at the last second. Still got it up. Great job there by her. Now Taylor Tollefson will get it for Pine City. Jarakowski with the kill attempt, but blocked at the net by Braham. And that there was Olivia Keys. Great job getting the block there from Keys and getting the point back. Not only that, keeping it in play. Lenna's serve is over. Dug up by Taylor Tollefson. Jarakowski will look for the kill. Sliding dig from Klassman. They'll set it up on the far side for Keys. Wow, not able to get there in time, and it's going to be a kill there for Keys. We're tied at 3. After Pine City got the first 3, Braham comes back and says, not so fast. I'm going to get copyrighted for that. I'm sure Lee Corso has that copyright, so I better be careful. Not so quick. There we go. Serve is over, dug up by Pine City. Now Braham will have to push it across on the third hit. Dug up by Liao, Haney, and Brzezinski will push it over. Klassman and to Keys off the net. Dug up by Tollefson on the dive. Allie Tollefson will push it over. Dug up by Braham. Off the net, and it gets down on Pine City's side. And that will be Mackenzie Gawley who gets credited for the kill. 4-3. Braham has scored 4 unanswered on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Lenez takes something off of that one. It is into Liao, but somehow, someway, the Dragons get it back across. Keys will look for the kill, and I don't think she meant to, but it works out anyways. Olivia Keys, that is certainly not where she meant to go with that one, but it works out because no one was there for Pine City. Certainly not where she was looking to go with that one. You could just tell by the way she was swinging. Hey, it works out, though. Again, as I said many, many times, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes. And Taylor Tollefson could not get a clean dig on that one. It's going to be an ace for Lauren Lenez. According to my stats, again, my stats are more than likely not accurate, but according to my stats, her first ace of the night. Lenez serve is over. Liao there for the dig. Dug up by Haney. And Jarakowski there for the kill attempt. Klassman just sticking an arm out looking for the kill. Then blocked at the net on the hit from Keys. That's Allie Tollefson and Jarakowski there for the block. So Pine City gets one back, now 6-4. Tegan Rosinski serve is into the net. And not that they necessarily needed the point there. I mean, you want every point, I guess, so it's a need. But it just feels like right now Braham is on the verge of kind of pulling away. They've swung momentum heavily in their favor as of late. Olivia Keys will go back to serve now for Braham. 7-4 they lead. Like I said, don't be surprised if this one goes all 5, ladies and gentlemen. Serve is over. Yep, that's in. Yeah, Liao thought about it, watched it till that very last second, and then it wound up just taking an absolute nosedive, getting in for an ace for Olivia Keys. Great job there by Keys. Because that one, I mean, it was a high, arcing rainbow shot, but, man, that nosedive it took was impressive. Another similar one, but that one's going to come down way sooner. And Taylor Tollefson, no. And all of a sudden, it just feels like all the life that was with Pine City, all that momentum has just quickly gone away. We're going to get an early timeout here in this third set for Pine City. 9-4, the Bombers with the lead. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, 9-4, Bombers with the lead. Meanwhile, over in Rush City, the Tigers win set 2, 25-23 over Mora, but that one looking like it could be Mora's turn to switch things over and get a set win themselves. Could that one go all 5? That'd be a first this year. That one's going to go long. So another very nice high-arcing serve by Keys, but that time it does for sure go long, and now it's 9-5. Thiemann will check in for Liao, and back to serve is Chloe Jarakowski. This serve is over, dug up by Bridget Gawley on this near side. Morgan Rysdam looking for an absolute thrilling kill, and she, oh, I thought it was tipped by Pine. No, apparently it just hit the net and went out. Oh, wow. Well, all right. My eyes do deceive me. Now a serve into the net from Jarakowski, and you could see as she was walking up back to her team, just shaking her head on that one, and hopefully that's something that Pine City can kind of work themselves out of. It seems like every other serve they have is going into the net right now, whether that's a confidence thing, whether they're just thinking about it too much, I don't know. Now, speaking of, unfortunate for Braham, it's Morgan Rysdam who gets that serve into the net. So back and forth we go with serve errors, and it's Allie Tollefson who will serve. And that, I thought that was going to go long, but Keys makes the aggressive play to go after it, and it's pushed over by Mackenzie Gawley, dug up by Thiemann, and Taylor Tollefson will hit it across, dug up by Keys. Now setting, and Klassman there, diving dig by Roberts. Haney will set it back over. Nice job, though, by Keys to get that one kept alive on the dig. Allie Tollefson now for the dig to Taylor off the Haney set, and what a kill from Taylor Tollefson. Well, that is a momentum-shifting kill from Taylor Tollefson. That is one that the Dragons desperately needed. That ball going towards the elevator saying, I'm out of here. I'm done getting hit this hard by these young ladies tonight. We have seen some hard hits tonight. Allie Tollefson will serve. It is over. Dug up by Rysdam. And they'll set it for Klassman on the far side. Tollefson will get the dig to Haney. Katie Thiemann wants in on it, and it goes a little bit long. That one was a good hit, but just long on that one. Lavandusky will check in for Allie Tollefson. And that's the only substitution. And getting this one is Mackenzie Gawley. She will go back to serve for Braham, 11-8. And her serve going to get into the net. A diving dig from Lavandusky. And Liao hits it back across. Great job by keeping it alive for Pine City. Blocked at the net by Haney and Thiemann. And they'll get it back across Will Braham. Liao there for the dig. Haney will set. And Taylor Tollefson. That is beautiful placement from Tollefson on the back line. And the Bomber player was racing after it, just couldn't get to it in time. That makes it 11-9. Braham still with the lead, though, by 2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile. You'll embrace forever. Not just for a couple of years, no, forever. Taylor Tollefson will now serve. It's over, dug up by Keys. Racing after it is Lennes, and Keys will have the opportunity to hit it back across, but it's going to go long, and that makes it 11-10. 11-10 here in this one. Student section standing up. You can kind of see it in the way of the camera. Not much I can do about that, though. I'm not tall enough to put the tripod higher, so I apologize. Klassman, that one's blocked at the net, and it's going to stay on the side of Pine City. Jurakovsky there for the block, just couldn't get enough of it to keep it on the Braham side. And give credit, though, to the Braham hitter. She hits that one hard enough to keep it on Pine City side. Now the serve is well long there that time for Bridget Gawley. And that makes it 12-11. Ava Kunke will check in for Bridget Gawley. And back to serve for Pine City is Peyton Liao. Serve is over, and Rysdam gets after it. Klassman will have to push it across. Liao there for the dig to Haney. Jurakovsky taps it across. Dug up by Gawley. Back across by Rosinski. And Keys will look for the kill. Liao there. We're going to get a whistle on Pine City. They'll get called for the violation and getting into the net, and it's 13-11. Klassman back to serve for Braham. Her team still leads by 2. It's over. Liao there for the dig. Back across. Oh, blocked at the net by Haney off the Rysdam attempted kill. Back into the net. They're going to... No, yeah, that was 4 hits. And again, Pine City there with the block. My goodness. Morgan Rysdam, I mean, in this conference division, in this conference, maybe one of the stronger hitters. Pine City showing no fear against it. Allie Tollefson back in for Lavandusky. Back to serve is Taylor Haney. We're once again at a 1-point difference. Her serve, it's a diving dig that gets it back across the net, and Haney will get ready to set. Rosinski into the net, I thought, but no. They say it was blocked, and Keys will hit it back across. That's interesting. And Haney will tap it across, and that is going to tie us at 13 apiece. Ooh, maybe a possible missed call there. I thought that one went into the net, but not the case, according to the referees. Taylor Haney will serve. We're tied at 13. Dug up by the Bombers. Rysdam will hit it. Dug up by Tollefson to Haney. Allie Tollefson can't quite get it. Yeah, that unfortunately there, the set did not put her in a good position. She still had an opportunity, but it put her kind of too close to the net there on that far side. Back to serve is Lauren Lennes. And, oh my goodness, the net is the friend there. That time it's going to be an ace for Lennes as it crawls up and over the net for an ace for Lennes. Wow. Well, sometimes, again, as I said before, better to be lucky than good sometimes and talk about luck. That one had every reason not to be an ace. Another ace here for Lenez to make it 16-13. And after all of a sudden it looked like Pine City had swung momentum back their way, a few aces here from Braham has got them back to a 3-point lead. This one's dug up by Tollefson. And Jarakowski with the kill for Pine City to get them back within 2, 16-14. Now Pine City has led for very little time in this third set. If they can get over that hump of getting past the tie, I think they might take this one away, but you just can't count Braham out. Brzezinski's serve is over, dug up by Braham. They'll get it back across. Jarakowski there, dig. And Taylor Tollefson through the block. Another kill for Taylor Tollefson. Have a night, young lady. Wow. Closing in on double-digit kills if she doesn't already have it. According to me, she's close with 8 or 9. Again, my stats are definitely off by a lot. I'm trying my best, but Tegan Rosinski will serve. It's over. Dug up and right at the net. Taylor Tollefson with the kill, and it ties us up at 16 apiece. The dig pushed it right back to the middle of the net, and Tollefson just said, you know what, I'm going to go for it, and she did. Timeout called here by the Bombers, and we'll take commercial break. Be back after 30 seconds.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Felling Trailers, Brenny Transportation, and New Flyer. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and bronze sponsors Falcon National Bank, DeZurich, KCED, Metalcraft, Manufacturers Alliance, and the Minnesota Department of Labor and Industry. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
I lied, I said 30. It was a minute break, but we're still back in plenty of time for a serve here from Tegan Rosinski. And the serve is over, dug up by Klassman. And Mackenzie Golly will look for the kill through the block, and she then hits it underneath the net. It's going to be a point for Pine City. She went low to get the set back up for her team, but unfortunately dove at it late and wound up pushing it underneath the net. Pine City takes the lead 17-16. I said if they can get the lead, they might pull away, but I don't know. The way that Braham looks right now just looks, too close for me to say that. And now, well, they tie it right back up because that serve goes long from Rosinski. Rosinski going to catch a break. And Roberts in for her. Back to serve will be Olivia Keys. Keys serve. One of those rainbow shots again. Back across the net. Dug up by Jarakowski, but Morgan Rysdam is going to get the kill. And they take the lead right back, 18-17. Been back and forth here between these two. Keys will serve. It's dug up by Tollefson. Haney sets. Allie Tollefson now looks for the kill. And it's going to get down for Allie Tollefson. And we're tied back at 18. This has been fun. Liao out. In comes Katie Thiemann. And back to serve is Chloe Jarakowski. Her serve is over. Klassman there for the dig, and they'll set for Golly. That's Bridget Golly. Oh, and then the two Golly sisters miscommunicate between the two of them. They get to it late and push it down, and it winds up being a Pine City point, 19-18. And this one's over. Klassman there with a bit cleaner of a dig. Morgan Rysdam says, I want this one. It's dug up on the dive from Roberts. And Taylor Tollefson into the net. And we're tied back at 19 apiece. In is Liao. Getting a break is Jarakowski. And back to serve is Rysdam. Her serve is over. Liao with the dig. Haney sets. Taylor Tollefson through the block. Well, we're going to get a double hit. Yeah. Oh, no, a lift. So a lift call will give the point back to Pine City, 20-19. Man, this has been fun. This is why you broadcast games. Serve now from Allie Tollefson is over. Dug up, and one of the goalies will get after it. And somehow Pine City gets it back across. And this one's at the net. Haney will push it back across. Dug up by Lenez. They'll set it this time for one of the goalies. Dug up by Haney. Liao sets, and Haney has a chance now for a kill. She gets it over. Diving Rysdam can't get to it in time. And Taylor Haney will get the kill, along with 3 aces tonight to make it 21-19. Allie Tollefson into the net. Yeah, it looked like her timing messed up a bit there, and I can't stress enough how important timing is on the routine of these serves for anybody back there. If you mess it up even by a millisecond, it can completely ruin it. Allie Tollefson out. In is Lavandusky. Back to serve is Mackenzie Gawley for Braham. Gawley's serve is over. Dug up by Roberts on the near side. Haney will set. Taylor Tollefson looks for the kill. Oh, my goodness! Perfect! I mean, if there was a perfect hit of the year, that's it. You just can't get too much better than what Taylor just did right there. 22-20. We did get a substitution. Someone came out for Pine City. In went Rosinski. That's Roberts. And Taylor Tollefson is back to serve. Rysdam gets the dig, and somehow they get it back. Oh, no, we got a whistle. Oh, man, a whistle on Brand. I'm not quite sure what the whistle was, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Maybe you could see with the hand signals from the referee, but I apologize. I couldn't quite see. And with that, we're going to get a timeout here by Braham, and I promise this time it will only be a 30-second break.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
It has been so much fun to be a part of this one here tonight. So happy to be out here. 23-20, Pine City with the lead, but do not, and I stress this, can't stress it enough, do not count out Braham. Rosinski onto the court late for Pine City, but in time. Taylor Tollefson is back to serve for the Dragons. Serve is over. Dug up by Bridget Gawley at the net. And, yep. So you can get the block and then hit it and then get the dig. And that's what Thiemann did, but she got one more hit in there. Tried to sneak it in there, but it was caught. So it will be a double hit on Pine. And the point will go back to Braham, 23-21. Back to serve. Looks to be Ava Kunke. Kunke's serve is over. Liao there. Haney sets. Katie Thiemann readjusts, and because of that readjustment that she had to do, it threw her off, and she hits that one into the net. So a mistake there that if you're Pine City, you'll definitely go back and look at, okay, we got it. We can't have that, but it's also not the end-all, be-all. Thank you. Serve is over. Dug up by the Dragons. Liao gets it back across. Bombers have it alive. It's Keys who hits it out of bounds. On that far side, it's match point Pine City, 24-22. And that's Jarakovsky checking back in. For Roberts, it looks like. Liao, back to serve. And Coach Giffro asking just a quick explanation on something. He gives it back to her team. Liao, ready to serve, 24-22. Serve is over. Dug up by Kunke to the middle for, well, Keys will wind up getting it. Liao, Haney, Jarakovsky, long. That keeps it alive. Braham is not done, 24-23. Back to serve is Klassman. Braham keeping themselves alive, man. Glassman's serve is over, dug up by Taylor Tollefson. Haney races after it. Rosinski hits it across. It's dug up by Glassman. They're setting it up for Rysdam. Taps it across, but Haney is there. The Owl will set, and Haney looks for the final kill. We're tied at 24. Not so quickly. I won't get myself in trouble. Not so quickly. And we'll get a timeout here by Pine City. All right, so they're going to call a timeout, and a few self-inflicted wounds have brought Braham back into this one. Back after 30 seconds.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Well, what came in today is a great match between Braham and Pine City. Braham's not out of it. They just tied it up at 24. Glassman is back to serve for the Bombers. They were down 24-22 and have since come back. Lavandusky, it's going to be an ace there for Glassman, and all of a sudden now it's set point Braham. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think this one was going to end after 3. Now, maybe I could be wrong, but I don't know. Glassman serve. That's in. That's an ace, and they are going to win set 3. Oh, if you're Pine City, you cannot do that. That is, I think, one thing that'll be inexcusable going forward. You can't have that. Well, either way, Braham takes set 3, 26-24. And we're going to a 4th set. Now, it could still be the 4th and final, but either way, Braham has come back. It is 2-1. And we'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here in another Hones Auto Body and Glass set break here on, well, there we go, on WCMP.
Now, it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
I apologize. I had to finish my pizza. I was so graciously given. But how can you not eat pizza while you're here? I mean, it's pizza. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few pizza sponsors, and all of them are great. I'm serious when I say that. All of our pizza sponsors. I know you're not supposed to talk about other sponsors with other sponsors, especially when they're in the same business like pizza. We have we have the best pizza in the area. From all of our pizza sponsors. So any of them you hear, yes, I have eaten, and yes, I still think it's the best. We have, golly, in our area, great pizza. And I love pizza. I could eat pizza every day of the week for every meal. Back to the game, though. Meanwhile, the serve is up and over, and the kill there for Pine City. Woo! That's a big one to start this fourth. 1-0. Tegan Rosinski will serve. It's over. Not the cleanest of digs from Kunke, but it's kept alive by Braham. Great job to get it back over. Rosinski will get the dig, and now Taylor Tollefson is long on the hit, and we're tied at 1. Olivia Keys will serve. Checking in is Bridget Gawley for, looks like Risedam? No, Ava Kunke. Keys' serve is over. Roberts there for the dig. Haney will set. Allie Tollefson on the far side. Nice dig by Lenez. Hit back across. Roberts there again. Haney. Allie Tollefson. No, it's blocked at the net by Morgan Risedam. We have had some great volleyball here tonight, and I have more than once talked about the growth of Pine City. You see it here still tonight, but I haven't seen Braham play, but man, this has been a great team to watch. And this hit from Tollefson, he'll also go long. They were kind of looking and saying, hey, are you sure about that? Again, I think they may have been looking for a tip or maybe a different call, but it stays in. Serve over from Keys, dug up by Liao and pushed over. Blocked at the net by Risedam, but they still keep it alive. Gawley will get it and get the block, push back over. Pine City with the dig now. Taylor Tollefson will hit it across court. It's going to go long. And again, Taylor Tollefson is in the right spot. She's at the right spot of these hits. These hits are extremely accurate. They're just a little bit too hard, so she's got to dial back the juice meter instead of at an 11, maybe to a 9. Meanwhile, Gawley will get it. I think it was tipped. Oh, no. They will say it was not. That'll make it 4-2. Braham still with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Back to serve, Chloe Jarakowski. And that's going to be dug up on the back line by Keys. They're setting it up for Risedam. Through a block that time, dug up by Jarakowski and hit back across by Tollefson. Dug up by Keys. They'll set it up this time on this near side for Mackenzie Gawley. Dug up by Jarakowski. Gets back over. And, oh my goodness, Bridget Gawley hits it over. No one able to get there for Pine City. Maybe just a little bit of confusion as to who's supposed to be where. That one does get down. Liao checks back in. For Jarakowski. Serves over. Roberts with the dig. Taylor Tollefson will hit it across. Dug up by Lenez. Now on the near side, Bridget Gawley. And that's going to go long. Make it 5-3. The tough thing about ending a set like that is we got to go through an entire set just to get back to what could be the final points. And I say that only because, man, I don't know if I can, if my anxiety can take too many more good sets like that. I have terrible anxiety, and I don't know if I can take it. Taylor Tollefson will get the block and push it back over. Mackenzie Gawley will get it now. Allie Tollefson, wow, what a job there by those young ladies, but unfortunately it will wind up being 4 hits for Pine, so 6-3 Braham. You know, Braham kind of took control of that third set there for a good portion. Then Pine City came out of nowhere, out of the darkness really, took it over themselves, and then it went into one extra point where Braham was able to come out on top due to a couple of mistakes by Pine City, and this was going to be pushed back by Liao. It will go out of play, and another point for Braham. Now, 7-4, this is actually eerily similar to how that third set went. Braham looked like they were going to kind of take the lead and run away with it. Then Pine City came back a little bit. Braham was still holding the lead, but it took about the rest of the set for Pine City to take the lead. Then they led 24-21 before Braham came back and erased match point to win it 26-24. Now we'll get a hit into the net there by Klassman, and it will be Pine City's point, 7-4. This is, again, I don't know if my heart can take it. So good. Meanwhile, over in Rush City, we've got an update. Rush City will sweep it. They win the third set, 25-21. This serve is over there by Taylor Tollefson. Blocked at the net, no one there. Good block, but no one behind him. 8-4. And again, I think for Pine City, and again, we're not trying to pick on them. We're not at all. But I think their blocks need to be a little bit stronger. They just haven't been as strong as they need to be on their blocks tonight. And again, they're not showing any fear, so they just need to be a little bit better. Serve is here over by Kunke. Dug up by Liao. And, Rosinski, whose hit will go into the net, 9-4. NFL kickoff tonight. Eagles-Cowboys. Not that I care too much about it, but it is the first game of the season, and they're tied at 14. Looks like going into halftime, close to it. Katie Thiemann! Oh, my goodness. Beautiful hit there on that far side. Again, another perfect hit there. And she will check out in for Zhirkovsky, but what a hit by Katie Thiemann. Just perfectly accurate. Liao will go back to serve. And it's over. Dug up by Kunke. It's going to go backwards, and it's an ace for Peyton Liao. Serve is over. Dug up by the Bombers. This one is pushed and out. Glassman a little too strong on that push. And that'll make it 9-7. I'm a point behind. Wow, serve long. You could almost tell by the thud of that one it was going to go long. There's kind of the sound. But it still got the Bombers guessing on it, so you'll take it. Glassman will serve into the net. When I see it hit the net, I thought it was actually going to crawl its way over, because of where it hit on the net. I was like, oh, it's gonna wind up over. It did not, but it was close. Taylor Haney will serve. It's over. Dug up by Kunke, and unfortunately just not a clean dig for Ava Kunke. That's an ace now for Taylor Haney, and Taylor Haney with her fourth ace of the evening. 10-9, Bombers still lead. This serve nearly down for an ace. Liao, oh my goodness, came over and, out of nowhere to get that dig, and now they'll set it up for Keys. Liao back to get the dig again. Rosinski looking for the kill. And it's going to be a point for Braham. Pine City thought that Braham had tipped it. Braham said, no, we didn't, and the ref doesn't side with either one. They just saw that no one tipped it for Braham. I couldn't tell you either way. Len is with the dig. Oh, and unfortunately that dig did not put her teammates in a good spot setup-wise, so no one was able to get to it as it went towards the net. And Lenez will serve again. So that's an ace for Lenez. I should not fail to mention that. Taylor Haney, great job getting the deflection off the net. Hit back over by Rosinski. They'll set it up for Morgan Rysdam, who hits it long. That's long. Braham saying that that Pine City tipped it. The referees do not agree. And the hit from Morgan Rysdam, again, a little bit too much juice on it that time. And again, Morgan Rysdam, one of those hitters who has a ton of power, but needed to dial it back that time. And Rosinski's serve is going to go off the net and get over. And Golly will get it across. Dug up by the Dragons. Zhirkovsky, rather. Gets it over. Cross-court hit. Haney with the dig. Liao sets. And Taylor Tollefson gets it back over. Klassman. It's going to hit the net. And it was kept alive for a moment by Braham. But not to be, as that was the fourth hit. 12-11. Keegan Rosinski will serve. Oh, it hits the net. It gets over. Wow. Setting it up for Rysdam again. She'll push it with both hands. And, Taylor Haney is going to be wanting that one back. She was set up perfectly for that one. I don't know if she maybe heard the footsteps of her teammate coming up behind her or what. That's almost what it seemed like. Meanwhile, Robertson, Rosinski out. Back to serve for Braham is going to be Olivia Keys. 13-11. Braham with the lead. The serve is over. Leon with the dig. And Allie Tollefson will hit it, but it's into a block. And nice job to not get that one, or her hands into the net. Back over Braham will get it, and now it's Liao with the dig. Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill, push, great spot, that's on the line. Is that not in? It is. I think if it's on the line at all, it's in, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if it's on the line at all, it's out. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I should be, though. I should know this by now. Having broadcasted volleyball for 6 years now, you'd think I'd know. Either way, Chloe Jurakovsky back to serve. It's 13-12. This one is going to be an ace for Chloe Jurakovsky, and all of a sudden we're tied at 13. Her first ace of the night. Dragons are well over double digits now in aces. I think Braham's close as well, if not over. Again, those are my stats, and they're probably well wrong. Jurakovsky's serve is over, dug up by Keys. They'll get it set for Rysdam. Through a block, kept alive by Pine City. Nice job there by Pine. Oh, and Rysdam, oh man, she knew it as soon as she hit it. She went to push it across, and I don't know what happened, maybe to try and give it a weird spin or something, but she almost pushed it downwards. Maybe it just fell a little bit quicker than she thought. And we're not blaming her at all. Just unfortunate for her. Serve from Jurakovsky over. Dug up by Braham. Bridget Golly looks for the kill. Dug up by Jurakovsky. Tollefson will set, and it's Jurakovsky who will hit it back over. Dug up by the Bombers. They'll set it up for Rysdam. Rysdam really wants one here, and, Haney, I don't know if she maybe shouldn't have let that one go. That one was going to be close. But, give her credit. She's on the court. I'm not. We'll stick with her decision. Again, I'm up here, so I don't have the best vantage point. Now back to serve is Morgan Rysdam. Took up by Liao. On the far side, Allie Tollefson through a block. It's kept alive, and then, oh man, what a great hit there by Mackenzie Golly. Kept alive off the block by Pine City. That was a great job, but just an even better job by Golly to get that one back over for the kill. 15-14. Braham has the lead back. Rysdam will serve. And that one's going to hit the net and get over. Roberts gets low for the dig. Taylor Tollefson will hit it across. Ooh, Rysdam just does get her hand underneath it. Bridget Golly will hit that one over. I think Taylor Haney made a mistake there. I think that one was going out. But again, I'm not on the court, so what I shouldn't say nothing. Kept alive by Allie Tollefson, then Liao, and then pushed back over by Thiemann. What a great job by Pine City. But here comes Braham. And it's Mackenzie Golly hitting it across, dug up by Allie Tollefson. Diving dig from Rysdam and Bridget Golly. No, it's dug up by Roberts, and Thiemann again gets it back across. They'll set it up for Klassman, who does get it over, but there's Haney again. Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill. Dug up by Rysdam. Bridget Golly again. Roberts is there. Haney will push it over. She says, come on. You can see it on her face, and now we're going to get, I think, a double, no. Oh, did we get an inadvertent whistle? Oh, we got an inadvertent whistle, I think. Yeah, we did. Got an inadvertent whistle. Taylor Tollefson's going to hit that long. Wow. That's unfortunate that we got that inadvertent whistle because that, first of all, that was an incredible volley by both sides. That was so much fun. Serve is over now from Rysdam, dug up, and Allie Tollefson is going to get the kill. 16-15. Allie Tollefson will serve, the left-handed. Serve is over, dug up by Keys. They'll set up on the far side for Klassman off the block. It stays alive by Tollefson. And Taylor Tollefson gets it down through the block to tie us back at 16 apiece. Well, Taylor Tollefson well over double-digit kills tonight. The serve is over from Allie Tollefson, dug up by Bridget Golly. Klassman will look for the kill. Liao there, racing after it was Allie Tollefson, and it's not going to be anywhere close for anyone to get to. 17-16. Braham retakes the lead on this Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. We'll get a substitution for Pine City. It'll be Lavandusky in for Allie Tollefson. Serve from Mackenzie Golly over, dug up by Roberts. Leal there. Taylor Tollefson looks for the kill. She's going to get it. Wow, Taylor Tollefson is having quite a night. Tied at 17 apiece. Fourth set. Pine City leads 2-1, but this is anybody's game. Taylor Tollefson's serve is over. Diving dig from Rysdam, and Thiemann nearly got the kill, but it's back across. Great job by Braham to get that one up. And Rosinski gonna get a whistle on Braham. I didn't quite see what the whistle was about, but it's on Braham. Unfortunate for them. But here's Taylor Tollefson's serve. It's, oh my goodness, what a great job there by Morgan Rysdam to leave that one go. The whole way looking at it, last second, she pulls off, and what a smart play there by her. Ava Kunke will check into the game and go back to serve for Braham. And her serve is over. Dug up by, well, that's going to get down for an ace. Miscommunication there on the side of Pine City. Two players went after it, and little too much on that one as it will go into the bleachers. Ava Kunke with an ace. 19-18, Braham. And another serve. This one's over. This time one gets after it. It's going to get down again for another Braham point, 20-18. I don't think we'll see a timeout yet from Pine City, but one more, maybe two more than we would. The serve is over. Taylor Tollefson will get to it. Haney will just shove it back across. Rysdam is there. They'll set up on the far side for Keys. Oh, and mishit it into the net. Well, Pine City catches a break there. Keys had that one all squared up. Jarakowski in for Liao. Katie Thiemann back to serve. The junior will hit it across, dug up by Rysdam. And setting it up for Klassman. Lob over, Thiemann is there. Brzezinski will tap it over. Braham will get set, and now Keys will hit it across, but long. And we're tied again at 20. 20 all on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, proud sponsor of our scoreboard. We appreciate them. Katie Thiemann. Serve is over. And they'll get it back across on the Keys hit. Lavandusky to Haney. And Jarakowski wound up on that one, but a little too strong. And that's one where we heard from Haney and Shayla Johnson. They just need to work a little bit more on being a little bit more accurate. Serve is over, dug up by Tollefson. That's Taylor and Brzezinski there for the dig. Morgan Rysdam is going to get the kill. Lavandusky was there, set up in proper position, but Morgan Rysdam too strong. Not too, well, you know what I mean. Klassman is going to serve. We could be headed for 5. I kind of thought we might be. And this one's into the net. So Pine City gets point back, 22-21. Allie Tollefson will check back in for Lavandusky. Back to serve will be Taylor Haney. Her serve is over. Dug up by Klassman. Push back across by Rosinski. I think we're going to get a double hit on Rosinski. Oh, a lift call. Well, either way, it's going to give Braham the point. And now it's 23-21. Braham looking to close it out here. Len is back to serve. She's got 4 aces on the night. Those helped Braham close out set 3, excuse me. Jarakowski's hit is over. A circling dig there by Len is pushed over, and the Dragons are going to have to get this one across. Not the way they wanted to, but they get it there nonetheless. It's tapped over by Rysdam. We're going to get a Braham bomber, I think, into the net. That's the call, and it's 23-22. A tough call for Braham. And Tegan Rosinski back to serve. It's over. Oh, 2 Bombers get after it. It's going to be an ace for Tegan Rosinski. That will tie us all at 23 apiece. And a timeout here by Braham. So while Braham takes one, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat. And they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Oh, man, this is... I told you I don't think my heart can handle it. I really don't. It's bad enough in playoffs, but regular season, this is, I mean, somehow only gotten better. This has been a lot of fun to be a part of. We're tied on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard at 23 apiece. Here in set 4. Pine City will serve with Tegan Rosinski. It's over. Dug up by Braham. Keys will look for the kill. Dug up by Rosinski. Haney. Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill. Great dig, though, by Klassman. Keys again. Liao with the dig. Oh, and Rosinski. I apologize. Gets that one over. Tapped across. Haney with the dig. Liao there. And Allie Tollefson will get it back across. Klassman. Dig on the back line. Gawley's hit is long. Oh, here we go. Match point for Pine City. 24-23. It's not over yet. Not over yet. Good hit there. Just need a little less juice on it. 24-23. It does get the net. Oh, my goodness, it gets over. And Gawley will tap it. No, she didn't get it enough. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you hate to see it end like that for Braham. But Pine City is going to get the victory 25-23 and win this one 3-1 over Braham. What a fun one this was. And Pine City wins their first game of the season. We're going to be right back after a word from our fine sponsors. We'll get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. What a great one. Pine City wins 3-1.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Back here on WCMP, Ethan Game Day Gilman, now joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Our Pine Insurance Player of the Game is, of course Chloe Jurikowski. She will receive that Pine Insurance Player of the Game t-shirt. Pine Insurance Agency with locations Aiken, Ham Lake, Moose Lake, McGregor, and Pine City. Visit pineagency.us to learn how you can start saving. First of all, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
This was an intense match between two rival schools, but this was a fun one. Just talk about what it was like being out there again on your own home court.
It was really fun when I went out there, and it was definitely, we played our best, but yeah, we definitely played our best out there against this team because it was definitely one of the best matches we ever played.
You won the first 2 sets. That third set was so close. Braham was able to take it, but here in this fourth one, Braham kind of held the lead till late. You guys were able to come back. Talk about what those huddles were like because they seemed pretty intense there late, but you guys were able to get it done.
The huddles, when we came in for a timeout, we decided to actually talk about it and say we need to put our positivity up and have our energy up and keep pushing points because this is our game and we play at our level.
Absolutely, and it certainly looked like that tonight. And I've been talking about the growth of this team even since you played Rush City only a couple games ago. But just talk about that growth and now getting your first win and how that feels.
The growth the past 3 games, we were, 0-3. And then this night was our night because we won this match because we worked so hard for it. We worked through practices and practices to get to this point.
Yeah, and this senior group has been together for a while, and I've mentioned before this group seems to be a little bit hard on themselves, but the positivity to here tonight just seemed to be infectious for that entire team. Would you agree?
Yes, I would definitely agree.
Well, this can only be more for you guys as you go throughout the season. What are some of the things now that you're going to work on before your guys' next match?
We're probably going to work on more communication, our serving, so we can get serving in, and then probably more serve-receive.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
That, again, was our Pine Insurance Player of the Game, Chloe Jurakovsky, our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Thank you so much for joining me. And, yeah, this the first one of the year for Pine City, but, man, oh, man, what a game it was here for Pine City. This was an intense match. You could just tell. 25-22, 25-22. They won the first 2 sets. That third set, it was kind of similar to this fourth one where Braham kind of got the lead early on, held on to it till about midway. Pine City was able to make the comeback. They had the lead late before Braham came back, and due to a few Pine City mistakes, they were able to win that one. And again, a few aces there from Lauren Lennes got them the win. But then Pine City again in that fourth set, Braham was looked like they had momentum, looked like they had everything going their way, and then all of a sudden it was back and forth. Braham had a 4-point lead, 9-4 lead, a 5-point lead at one point here in this fourth set. But my goodness, what a job this Pine City team did of just staying focused, sticking with it, and playing their type of volleyball. And again, you heard, they were just talking, communicating. They made that a point to be better communicators, and they were in the huddles. You could see some of those huddles were a little bit intense, but it seemed to be for the best. It seemed to be for the positive for this team, and man, oh man, did it work out in their favor as they were able to overcome that deficit that they once had, get the lead, take the lead, and win this game 25-23. This was an absolute great one to be a part of. This was so much fun, and I want to again thank Chloe Jurakovsky, the junior for Pine City, on being tonight's Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Game. Each player of the game receives a T-shirt to highlight their efforts, and here tonight, and when you need an insurance agent that always puts the best efforts to work for you, whether it's your home, auto, or business insurance needs, visit pineagency.us for a quote. The Pine City Dragons get the victory here 3-1 over the Braham Bombers, but this one really, it felt like 5 sets. That plain and simple. This one could have went all 5, and if you ask Braham, I'm sure they would say, yeah, it should have went all 5. But, man, these two teams, if they play again, it'll be over in Braham, and that's going to be just as intense, and I can't wait to see if they do play again. But either way, the Dragons get the victory here tonight, 3-1. They won the first 2 sets by the same score, 25-22. Then this third set belonged to Braham, 26-24. Pine City had the lead late, gave it up, and Braham, again off a few aces, took the win. And then in the fourth set, again, very similar. Pine City was down early, kind of trailed throughout the majority of the set. Then late, they took the lead and never looked back. They were able to get the victory. And unfortunately for Braham, again, a hit into the net is how it ended. Man, you just never want it to end like that if you're Braham. But it is unfortunate that it ends like that. I'm sure everybody was thinking and maybe even hoping, I know I was, that it would go into a fifth set. I don't know if my heart could have handled it, but you know what? I would have been okay. I really would have. But here, the Dragons get the victory 3-1. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do on our airwaves. We appreciate them. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, our local listeners. If you're watching this one live on our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified, and you'll just have to click the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Other ways you can keep up to date with local sports, tune into the morning show on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk this game, all the other games going on in our local listening area, plus some regional and national sports. Another way you can is our website, WCMPradio.com. You can find the links for games that will be at that week. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will have all the links for the games that will be at that week. It is subject to change. Also, you'll have interviews with coaches and players on there, articles from games that we've been at, and more. And another way you can stay tuned is our social medias, whether it be our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with all things local sports. By the way, our Twitter is at Q Media Sports. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with all things local sports on all of our social medias. The Dragons get their first win of the season here tonight over the Braham Bombers, 3-1. I want to thank all of you for tuning in once again. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this broadcast. And remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for tuning in. And for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.